You ready?
Let's do it.
Hey!
Hey!
Hi, everybody.
What's going on?
Welcome to another edition of Ramble Radio.
It's video.
Video.
We know.
I'm Jerry Rocha.
Eddie Pence.
Right there, huh?
What's going on? Sandman. Check that shit
Sandman,
out.
Thor, Spider-Man 2099. We're not joking today.
No messing around.
This
It
is
took
a
you a
very-
while to assemble him.
It took me a long time.
If you go back to, I think it's Ramble Radio video road trip number it might have been like 15.
15 when
something
we
like
go
that.
to Toys versus Games.
Yeah, and that's where you got most of it.
I got
minus
most of
the
them.
arms.
and the Bastion
yeah.
head. And
There he is
Bastion
now.
head.
Look at that.
Right? Look at this.
Look at that. You
These
Marvel
all
Legends guys, you know what you're doing.
Look, you know what you do to us. Look at it.
Look at
Made me go through hell and back.
Look at that.
But I did it.
A lot
I was
of
able
miles
to
for
come a
that.
lot of miles on
And
this
I
one.
found Walgreens this morning.
You got what's your
Danny,
face? Danny Moonstar.
Yeah, Danny Moonstar.
Boom. Wolf's Bane, and then the other one too. That's the 3-in-1.
They got the two other heads in there.
You know what they're making you do? They're making you buy 3.
They're making me buy 3 of them, so I can have.
I'm gonna have to.
So I can have all the new.
I'm gonna
mutants.
have to. I'm gonna have to buy 3.
If you can
'cause
find 3, I only found
you-
the one.
I know. If I can find 3, I'm gonna have to get 3 so I can.
You got to buy
construct them all.
3, then you got to buy me 2 when you see it. So you got to buy all
You
5.
have to buy all 5. That's and then there it is. See, you know what you're doing.
Marvel
You
Legends people.
Legends. Boy, what a push they gave Walgreens, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Man, what a push!
I wouldn't walk into Walgreens if it wasn't for Marvel Legends.
Now I have to every day.
I had one little time there when I had a sick infant, and I'd go in to get baby cold shit.
Probably didn't want to help him.
And I didn't want to help him either. I let him
Right.
get pushed in there. But now I
Right.
see a Walgreens, I pull over.
You have to.
For one reason.
For one reason.
Marvel
Emma,
Legends.
And Danny Moonstar.
Yeah.
And then whoever else is going to be.
Whoever else.
Watch him just break
There is a
balls.
Medusa that's been hanging on the rack for a while.
Yeah, I got to grab her.
I might have to grab her next
Watch
time
him
I'm
break
in there.
balls and make the new Doctor Doom. Walgreens on Motherfucker. Come on, guys. I mean, all the Fantastic Four were.
I know.
So maybe. We're on. We know the game.
Yeah, we know the game.
We're smart.
We know the
here.
game.
We're like Fredo. I'm smart. God. Fredo and Godfather. I'm not stupid. That's
We almost had GameStop Steve
This close.
on
this close.
this
On
video.
episode.
This would have been the
This would
episode.
have been the GameStop Steve episode.
This would have been GameStop Steve.
We called an audible and decided not to tape.
We went to the GameStop
Yes.
a couple days ago.
Yeah, he was already dropping knowledge.
Already.
Like the singing
Before we-
bush in Three
Oh,
Amigos.
my- we
I'm
couldn't shut
telling
him up.
you. It was like the singing bush.
ladies. Good night,
Just- Oh, shit. This guy's already... We're looking for the singing bush. Excuse me.
My
My guess is this is the singing bush. My guess is this
Oh,
is
my
the singing bush. So,
Oh my God, so much, and he kept spouting. You broached talking to him through music.
yes, big Pink Floyd fan like
Big
I am.
Pink Floyd fan.
Yeah, and
No.
and I don't want Joe Capone might already know all this. And
He
maybe
probably
there's
does. He's probably heard on 3 other podcasts.
There's like a Pink Floyd podcast. Joe, this is where this guy got his shit from. Fuck him. I get it.
But when you're talking to him, it's like one of those sirens from the Greek tragedy of was it
just leading you to shore.
the Odyssey?
Just
The
leading you to the
You
shipwreck.
hear him and you're like,
Yep.
I got to stay away. I don't know if this is real. This is good or not. And the next
Yes.
thing you know, you're just like,
Shipwreck.
tell me
Boom.
more.
You're
Tell me
smashing
more,
into
and then he's
rocks.
eating you.
It's over.
Then he's eating
He's
you.
eating you to death.
In his mom's
he
basement.
ate his son. We barely made it.
But it was worth it because I learned so much about Spider-Man
Right.
and whether or not he's going to be in the MCU now. Or
And now that new Lego could be yours. The Star Destroyer Lego.
not. Right.
You don't have to share
That's
with
true.
anybody.
There's
Now
a new start. It drops October 10th, I think. It's,
$800, $700,
$699.
$699.
4,300 piece. It's the largest retail Lego set
made.
ever sold.
And
Before
it's a
that,
Star
it was the
Destroyer.
Millennium Falcon.
Right.
Now it's the Star Destroyer, which is
Wow.
4 feet long.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
You're a bigger Star Wars expert than even my own self. Okay.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Why
Possibly.
does in A New Hope?
Mm-hmm.
Why does everybody pronounce it like it's spelled Fallcon? Why do they all say Falcon?
Falcon.
I
The
don't get
Millennium
that.
Falcon.
I think that's stupid.
The Falcon.
It's a fucking falcon. Enough with this
The
shit.
Falcon.
Even fucking Harrison Ford's not British. Why is he doing it too?
Get on the Chewie.
Chewie, with the
Chewie,
Falcon.
get to the
See
Falcon.
What's wrong with the Falcon?
See what's wrong with the Falcon.
Oh, it just every time I'm like,
They put a U in there, right? A Falcon.
Falcon.
The Falcon.
F-A-L-L.
Falcon.
The Falcon.
Yeah, guys, it's the Falcon.
The
The Falcon.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Millennium Falcon. I've always called it that.
I've always called. I've never even as a little
The
kid, I'm like,
Falcon.
I'm not saying
Get on the
Falcon.
Falcon.
Fuck these guys. They don't know what they're fucking.
Yeah,
talking
I don't
about.
know why they do that.
Isn't that stupid?
I could see if the Empire's saying it because with the British accents, and maybe
It makes a little
maybe it
sense.
goes a little more Falcon.
Yeah, Falcon. I've never.
Hello, it's the Falcon.
There you go. See,
Right.
look at that.
Falcon.
The man of 1,000.
Millennium Falcon.
The man of 1,000 voices.
That's me. Great voice work, guys.
I was
Any dialect you want.
I thought I was
Sitting next
in
to
a
Admiral
chimney-
Piet.
in a chimney in London as you were sweeping it.
Hello.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Oh, my screever.
You know, is that look? I think it's still okay though. That's okay. It's still not as bad. Like an American guy doing a British accent, I
Yeah.
don't think is a big deal. It's still not Mickey Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Like, that's
No.
still not bad.
No, it's also not what's his face in Short Circuit.
Yes, that's right.
What was that
wasn't-
guy's name?
Yeah, he was
and
like-
he was in Brown Face.
He was like Frank Reynolds, and they
What
just
the
fucking
fuck,
put,
dude?
Oh man,
Johnny
that was-
Five.
Johnny Five.
Johnny
Look,
Five.
It's like you couldn't have found
An Indian
one-
actor,
There's the
a Pakistani actor.
You heard of Bollywood? There's a million. You couldn't have found one dude.
I mean, I wonder at one moment he was sitting in the makeup
What
seat,
the fuck am I
and they're
doing?
putting brown makeup on him, and then making his hair black, and he's like, "Is this the
fuck
right?
am I
Is
doing?
this the right thing to be
Is
doing
this
right
gonna
now?"
hold up in 20 years? They don't think that. He's like, fuck it.
'Cause
I got a
even-
movie. I'm getting paid. What do they want me to do? Ah, sure, it's acting. All right, I can do that.
Because even in the '80s, you couldn't do blackface.
No, but they tried with Short Circuit. They came and like, let's push it. Well, Soul Man.
Soul Man.
Soul Man.
But that was making a commentary on
I
a
guess.
white person being a
being a black person, right?
But that wasn't like, hey, I mean,
it
they had a
wasn't
lot
like Al
of.
Jolson.
There was some. Yeah, it wasn't.
Wasn't
Al I don't know if
Jolson
you could
bad.
make Soul Man now.
There's no fuck. I mean, it would have to be.
You can make White Chicks too, which apparently they're doing.
They're doing
but
White Chicks too.
You can't. I don't know if you
But
could do Soul Man now.
Probably not.
You
I would
definitely
say-
couldn't do Short Circuit as originally cast.
The balls.
You'd have to have Camille.
If they just got Brad Pitt and they just put like brown face paint on him and said, "All right, you have to talk in the hacky Indian voice that every shitty comic has done for 20. You got to do this."
Would he do it?
There's no way. I don't. How could he?
I mean, I guess you could maybe go as far as to get like Hank Azaria to do it,
He doesn't care. He's fucking yeah.
but you'd have to brown him up, which would be like you can't do that.
That's a rough one. That's right. You know, yeah.
Johnny Five.
It's a sad era for the people who didn't care about
And that
anybody's
movie,
feelings.
that
back
movie
in the
came
80s.
out
It's a
after post Temple of Doom,
Yeah.
if I'm correct.
Yep. That's true.
So there were plenty of Indian and Pakistani
You
actors.
could have found the bad guy from Temple of Doom.
That's all I'm saying.
He
there
was great.
There were even the old dude who was at the
That
edge
old
of the
guy
river.
who picks up the potato or that
Yeah,
rock
the,
or whatever
the
it was.
potato with the French fries on it.
Yeah, that guy. You could have had him. Fuck.
Anyone who's not a white person.
Like, all right, I get the disabled thing.
What is that guy's name?
I gotta look it up. Fisher Stevens.
Fisher Stevens.
The bad guy in Hackers.
played Ben. What's
What-
the name?
what-
Jubatayu.
Ben. Let's see,
Jubatayu.
Short Circuit. He was Ben Jabatuya. but then
Jabatuya.
In Short
And then
Circuit 2, he was Ben Javeri
he reprised the role
with a different name.
as Ben Javeri in Short
don't
Circuit.
know.
Was it the same
That's-
character? Was it a twin?
It's been a minute.
Was it a less racist version of Ben Jabatuya?
God, that is good for him for surviving that, huh?
Well, he apparently crushed it so hard in Short Circuit. They're like, you know what?
We
in
don't
the sequel, you're now the main guy.
You're now the main
We're getting
guy.
rid of Gutenberg.
Gutenberg's out.
Gutenberg's
Fuck.
out.
That's right. Gutenberg was the main guy in Short Circuit.
Yeah.
See, I remember Short Circuit 2 more. I don't know why.
Ben or Fisher Stevens was the comic relief in Short Circuit.
Yes.
And then he was the smash hit character that came out of Short
God.
Circuit with his Indian accent, and they cast him as the lead
Jeez,
in
that
Short
was a big
Circuit
long
2.
Spit that shot out of my
That's
mouth.
fine.
Sorry about that.
That means you're enjoying yourself.
I am. That means I'm having a great time. That is, boy, yeah, you cannot do that. Like, I understand, like, disabilities, getting an actor to play someone with but, like, to play a whole nother race.
Play another race is weird.
It's kind of getting, I mean, it's a little odd at this point, you know?
I think you can play as an actor. I think you can play different sexual orientations.
Yeah.
I think you can play
Yeah.
different levels of intelligence
Yes.
and
yes.
mental capacity
Or physical capacities.
and different physical restrictions.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't think you can cross the line into
Race.
different shades of skin.
Yeah, I mean, man.
I think that's where we got to draw the
just
line.
imagine the balls if Big Trouble in Little China had nothing but white guys playing every. You know what I mean? You'd be like, wow, wait, what are we
Like,
watching?
what's
They were all
happening?
they
Just
digitally
all-
put a million Mickey
just all
Rooney's,
Charlie Chan in
just
it.
all
Just-
Mickey Rooney's from back. All Miss Tiffany.
Oh.
They just had all that. If you want to see, look, don't let whatever fucking
Oh man.
Breakfast at Tiffany's. I know everybody loves that movie. Just watch it, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" is
Watch it
this?
as a human being in 2019.
And you're like, "What?" When you see Mickey Rooney, and you realize, wait, what is going on right now? What the fuck is happening? When you see Mickey Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany's, you're like, "What the fuck?"
I can't stop watching
I mean,
this.
this is the biggest train wreck of all train wrecks. Like, god damn.
I mean, they made a song about it.
They did. And I said, what about
That racist character.
really racist Breakfast
Breakfast
at
at
Tiffany's? You know, the one where Mickey Rooney pretends to be Japanese. And I said,
With
oh,
a broken accent.
with an awful accent and giant buck teeth and huge glasses. And I
They
said,
put buck teeth
well,
in them.
Yeah, remember that?
They
Yeah,
did.
it was, God.
Did he squint his eyes too?
I don't even want to know what they did. I don't even want to know what technology.
There was not an Asian actor available.
Of course there was. There was a billion. Fucking Kurosawa was killing it at the same time.
But
in Japan.
maybe they auditioned Asian people and none of them were nailing. And they're like, you know what?
Look, here.
Here's the Hail Mary. Bring in Mickey Rooney. Let's see what he can do.
All right, Mickey. Here.
And Mickey just comes in and blows the doors off. This guy.
This is racist gold right here. This
These
is
other Asian actors aren't playing it
racist
Asian-y
gold.
enough.
And I don't understand. Like, I don't buy the argument. Oh, well, it was of a different time. Come on. What? So that makes no fucking sense. So, like, okay, you know what else was of a different time? Fucking getting a 12-year-old pregnant because she's ready. That was of it. Were you going to be okay with that too? Fuck no. Well, it was of a different time. Get the fuck. Just because your grandfather was into some fucking fucked up shit.
Just admit they were wrong.
Admit your grandparents were fucked in the
And
head.
move on.
And move on. And evolve. Admit your
Just like
grandparents.
in 80 years, people are going to look back at what we're doing and go, these guys are
are
fucking
horrific.
awful
Do you
people.
know how many times he Me Too'd Thor in this video? Just fucking grabbing Thor by the dick every 5 seconds.
Just fucking rubbing
look at
Sandman's
that.
nipples.
Grabbing Sandman by
Just-
the pussy. Over
Oh, my
here.
God. What am I doing?
Evil we are. And that's fine.
And that's going to be on YouTube forever.
And our grandchildren
are
will
gonna
be
see
like,
that.
"Hey,
I'm like,
look,
oh,
hey,
sorry."
it was sorry, man.
My granddad was a racist old
God,
man.
He was what was racist about him? I don't know. He fondled a Nordic
Yeah.
toy. Racist. I don't know. But I don't buy the it's of the time argument. I think that's stupid.
It's not stuff with, no, not stuff like
Not
that.
when
No.
he gets to racial shit and sexual. Like, no. We can evolve.
Well, I could see getting a 12-year-old pregnant. Hear me out. When the life expectancy was 18.
When was that?
I don't know.
When was it 18?
200 AD.
800
200 BC.
Yeah, maybe.
When it was
Right.
18.
But even Jesus lived to 30. They had to kill him, apparently, and he made it to 30. He would have
That's
kept
true.
going.
He may be.
They had to fuck
He
him
might
up.
have been on his last legs.
I saw that movie. They had to fuck that guy up, and then he died at 33. And there was old guys back then. So I don't know.
Well, that's just because from the movie you
I
saw
think
the old
that
guys.
was just I think perverts have been in charge since day one.
Do you think they rewrote the history books?
Oh yeah, they only lived till they were 25 back then. So it's okay
That's
to fuck
how
a
we-
12-year-old,
that's how
right?
we're getting-
And then you're like, wait a minute, everybody lived to at
That's
least.
how they made pedophilia
Right,
mainstream.
like, here's something,
and the history.
Oh, look, here's what you need to understand.
What you need to understand is all of them.
Yeah, they all talk like that.
What you really need to understand here.
They don't live to be 15. See, so if you didn't have a
Oh,
baby
okay.
by 11, you weren't gonna have children.
It's the time they were in.
It's a valid argument.
Real, yeah, fucking horrific argument. Jesus. But that's everybody's oh, you the fucking cocks. Don't want a white guy to play an Asian, you fucking libtard cocks. Yeah.
No,
You got us.
it's just a bad look. It's a bad look. I would think an Asian could play an Asian better than a Caucasian.
It's crazy. Crazy to think that, Eddie. But I think you're going to be remembered as a visionary.
I
for
might
dropping
be.
that one.
I might be.
One day they'll remember you as a. So we didn't have GameStop, Steve.
We didn't have GameStop Steve. We talked to him.
We talked to him.
We got a lot of
He
information.
dropped some Joe Capone. Just
settle down.
He's already putting on brass knuckles.
I can see him in the camera.
He's sitting there just putting on brass knuckles.
He's wrapping his
face
He's dipping
ready.
his hands in shards of glass.
Just getting ready. Like, all right, I'm gonna fuck him up. What did he say? That
he said
don't believe the hype on the Spider-Man
right.
thing.
They said the president of Sony said the negotiations for Spider-Man back in the MCU are dead for now.
For now.
And he said, and he reassured us, GameStop Steve reassured us.
Because we were crying.
We were crying. He was holding both of us.
Holding us.
In the corner.
In the back room.
In the back room, the lights were off.
Little odd.
I don't remember really how I got back there.
I don't either.
It's kind of fuzzy.
I woke up back there.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. I woke up back there.
But he was telling us that.
It's a different time.
It was a different time. You were 12, and he was 18.
Time.
And you only lived to 22. He said, until you see that director who directed I forgot the name of the director who directed Far From Home and Homecoming. But until you see him sign
Poopy Tubes.
Poopy Tubes. Until you see Poopy Tubes has signed. Butt chuckles? What?
Butley Buttnuts.
Butley Buttnuts.
Well, that's our go-to.
Butley
John
Buttnuts directed Far From Home and Homecoming.
Yes.
And until you see that Butley Buttnuts has signed on to direct another film or another Sony film, or you have to see what he signs on. Once you figure out where he signed on, then you'll know if it's dead or not.
Right. If it's a Sony exclusive, it's dead.
It's dead.
If it's not,
Butley Buttnuts
is
bringing Spider-Man back in the MCU.
Still. And that,
he signs an exclusive Sony deal, then it's pretty much dead.
Joe Capone, he might have heard that somewhere else, okay? We don't have time to fact check him.
We can't fact check.
Not in the moment. When we're there in the moment.
There's too much cuddling.
There's too much cuddling going on. There's too much Frenching. It just we didn't have time.
We barely got that information out through all the...
Eddie had to blow the guy while his son was playing the Switch demo in the next room. You know how hard that was for him?
It's very hard.
How difficult that was?
Very hard.
For
It
him
wasn't
to
easy.
fucking get all that jizz
and then you'd
out of his mouth.
and then you'd ask enough questions because I give a really good blowjob.
Oh, he's amazing.
So
Immaculate.
he's only got the game's up. He's only gonna last like 25
it's like a
seconds.
stick of butter sucking your dick. This guy. That's how good
It's
he is.
only like 25 seconds. So he's got to fire all the questions and write the notes down before I make this dude come.
He squirts. Eddie will get you coming quick.
This might be the most R-rated Ramble radio we've ever done.
He makes a dead man come. Yeah, you stop me up. Yeah, that's so Colton the whole time is just playing.
He's playing Switch.
Not knowing
what's going on, what Dad's doing to get the information, that's going to make him happy because Spider-Man.
He's got to swallow like that because he doesn't want to accidentally spit any jizz on his kid while he's talking.
Right, and you don't want it anywhere. You want it all. You want a clean situation.
We're a great team. Buddy.
Great team. Yeah. Next time you're doing it though, I'm asking the questions.
Well, we're going to be there a long time because I am not. Look, I am no Eddie Pence when it comes to pleasing another man. I can pretend to be. I can say I am, but I'm no Eddie Pence. Not when it comes.
Not many are.
Not when it comes to blowing a guy for nerd info that we could have Googled instead.
Or just ask Joe Capone.
Or just ask Joe Capone. Joe Capone's like, well, come suck my dick. If it's that easy. Jesus Christ. If it's that simple. Oh, man.
What else did he say? He gave us some other information.
He dropped a lot of Pink Floyd knowledge to me.
Pink Floyd, and then the new Mutants film. They took all the mutants. Remember they had that new Mutants film that came out like 2 years ago. It was like a horror film.
Did it actually come out?
Well, they showed the preview, and then they pulled it.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to GameStop Steve...
Okay. Joe, we don't know. We might have... We just... Look.
It's
what we had.
Yeah.
It's what we had.
We need content.
It's what we had.
They took out all references to mutants in the movie. I guess
in
any dialogue where they said the mutant, they removed the word mutant out of the... So it just seems like there's a bunch of kids with strange powers, and this is a horror movie in a sane asylum.
Oh.
And then they're going to play that movie. It's a Fox movie that Fox created.
Now Disney got it.
Now Disney, they're going to do it. And then I guess if it's a hit, then he said they're going to fold that into the MCU, and that's going to be the birth of the mutants because they, how the mutants started in in a psychiatric ward or whatever.
No offense to Danny Moonstar. No offense to Wolfsbane. No offense to any
the New Mutants.
The New Mutants. But if you're going to start with mutants,
don't start.
That's
with
a lame fucking group. To
I didn't like this nugget of knowledge.
When you got Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman. They're all
You
waiting.
can't. I don't think you can go that route. But and they said, and then I guess if the movie
Nobody said they could start with Iron Man.
That's
and
true, and they did.
But
they
still,
did. No one was thinking Spider-Man.
No,
I mean Iron Man.
No one thought
Nobody was
Iron
thinking-
Man.
But he said, and then I guess if the movie flops, then it's just a horror movie with kids with strange powers, and it goes away. But if
It
it's
will not be Marvel at all.
it won't be Marvel at all. But if it is a hit, then they fold it in,
Yeah.
according to GameStop, Steve.
What?
But I couldn't hear a lot because I had a dick in my mouth.
You had a dick in your
You,
mouth. I
this
heard
was
it
all
I can't
information.
believe I remember none of this. And you still
I got to do
got it.
everything.
Yeah.
I got to suck the dick
Well,
and
I
write
mean,
the notes.
I mean, I was kind of
Well, you were
jerking
just-
off.
you were
I mean,
you were
I was-
cucking.
yeah.
You were cucking to what was happening.
You can't bring me to the carnival and not expect me to get on a ride, you know? You just can't do it. You can't buy tickets to the ride and not expect me to get on it. You can't do that. But, so I don't know. I hope it's not the New Mutants. That's the first introduction.
I hope it's
to
not.
mutants.
I hope it's. I
But-
don't like that idea.
And to me, it's like, I don't think you shelve a good movie for 2 years. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so
You're probably
either.
like, fuck, this is good. Put it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out later.
Well, when it was originally out, it was New Mutants. That's
Right.
what it was called. And it was a horror film.
Now it's
but that's
just-
when Fox owned the property, and there was
Right.
still the X-Men still existed under Fox.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Just like Joker, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see with Joker.
We're going to piss off everybody saying how we don't care about Joker.
I don't. I mean, I'll see it, and if it's great, I'll give it its due.
Yeah.
But if
yeah.
it sucks, I'm going to lay into it
Man, here's the thing.
because I don't care
This is
either
why
way.
I still think I'm back to the watcher who gave me shit for saying it was going to suck and then going, hey, maybe it won't suck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, boy. Whoa, really? Jeez. Boy, you got me.
Revisionist.
Wow, what a revisionist I am. I think it's going to suck. Well, a lot
You
of critics say it's
retconned your
good.
whole opinion.
Maybe it might not suck. That's all I did. Like,
Oh,
you
he
sheep.
retconned.
You fucking sheep. Yeah, LOL. All it takes. Yeah. I don't know. I think like it's funny because the people who love it fucking love it, and the people who think it's garbage fucking there's no
Yeah.
like it was okay.
Yeah.
There's none of that. It's either this is a masterpiece or this is a lump of shit. That's all you're getting. So I'm back to I have no idea.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go suck. I'm back to suck now. I'm thinking suck.
I don't really.
LOL. He's a sheep. He saw one critic chase that LOL.
You retconned your
I
retcon.
retcon my retcon. That's how you do it. That's how you stay ahead of the game. That's how you do it.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
It just reeks of that director going, bro, I'm going to make the darkest movie ever, bro. That's what it
Yeah,
reeks of.
I just don't
It's
know.
going to be dark, bro. I'm going to take Taxi Driver and King of Comedy, and I'm going to fucking put them together.
Bro.
With the Joker, bro.
Bro.
Like,
I don't
whoa.
know. Because
Yeah.
I don't like my superhero movies dark. I
Too
don't
dark.
mind a tinge of darkness.
Little smidgen.
Little smidge here and there, but
Smidge
for the
is
most part,
good.
I read comic books as a kid because I
Yeah.
enjoyed them. I didn't need the dark
They're more
shit.
fun, you know? Like,
I think that's why I've always enjoyed the Marvel universe more than the DC movies have sucked balls,
Yeah.
but just the overall tone of the movies.
right. Yeah, that's why
Have
I
sucked.
was
Have been too
always,
dark.
Like, that's why probably my favorite, of course, DC is the big three, but my favorite ones, to boil it down, probably Dr. Fate and Green Lantern. Just because
Yeah.
they were more of the just crazy out there shit,
Yeah.
you know? And it wasn't too, well, of
Yeah,
course,
because Green Lantern would hold up his ring and make a huge toilet and then flush you down it.
flush you down it. That's hilarious.
He would do
That's
shit
great.
like that. As a kid, I loved
And
that.
then they made him super dark because everything had to be super
Everything
dark
had to be
in the
dark in
90s.
DC.
And in the 90s. I mean, Marvel fell victim
Well,
to
mutants
that
have
too.
always been sort of dark.
But like
X-Men's
Spider-Man
always.
being a whiny little twat,
Spider-Man
that
got dark.
Yeah, Spider-Man got a little twatty in the 90s.
Yeah.
But they all
Everyone
do
got really twatty in the 90s.
Dark.
Everyone got real fucking
Isn't
emo.
that sad? It's like this is not what Kurt Cobain wanted.
No.
Just enjoy the music.
Enjoy
but,
it.
You know, you don't have to cosplay fucking every song. You know what I mean?
But you sent me that great article about the guy that feels like regrets giving the Dark Knight, the Joker, that tone.
Yeah, Alan Moore.
Yeah.
The guy who wrote Killing Joke.
The killing
Killing
joke.
Joke and Watchmen.
Watchmen.
And he was like, I didn't.
He's the
need
Watchmen
for-
was like just supposed to be like, hey, what if this?
Yeah.
Not like, hey, we should make all
Let's
comics
make
have this feel.
everything like this. Yeah, it's. Let me see if I can find his quote. He kind of shits on Batman a smidge too.
Well, we've never done that here.
No, that's why we shouldn't. We shouldn't say anything. I mean, there is. Yeah, he goes. I never really liked my story in The Killing Joke. I think it put far too much Oh God, never mind. All the Batman people are gonna fucking quit.
But this is the guy who wrote the fucking.
I know, but all right.
The Bible to The Dark Knight.
And he goes, I think it put far too much melodramatic weight upon a character that was never designed to carry it. Boom. Mic drop. It was too nasty. It was too physically violent. There are some good things about it, but in terms of my writing, it's not one of my favorite pieces. As I said, he goes, if, as I said, God forbid I was ever writing a character like Batman again, I'd probably be setting it squarely in the kind of smiley uncle period where Dick Sprang was drawing
Batman
it,
66?
and where you had Ace the Bat Hound, Batmite, and Zebra Batman.
Batman 66?
Sillier, because then it was brimming with
Kapow,
imagination
bang,
and
zoom.
playful ideas.
Right.
I don't think the world needs that many brooding, psychopathic Avengers. I don't know that we need any.
We don't.
Man, there we go.
Like I said, I've always been a fan of Batman 66. That's where my Batman fandom lies.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I never got into the Dark Knight shit. I liked Watchmen. I thought it was a cool take on comics.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Great.
I never dug how dark Batman got and then stayed.
Just never left.
Just never left.
Never took his
that
head out of
shit.
the oven. He was just a crybaby. I'm going to kill myself by sticking my head in the oven.
You're fucking dressing up as a bat and you're going around killing people. Like you're not even killing people. You're going around stopping crimes dressed as a bat. That's supposed to be campy and fun.
That's campy and fun.
That's not supposed to be brood. And then people are like, well, Batman could really happen. Joker could really have happened. I'm like, I don't read comic books. This is shit that could really happen.
It could really happen.
I don't give a fuck about what could really happen.
Imagine how dead that guy is in 2 minutes. The first guy to
Some guy dressed up as a bat and he can't turn his fucking head.
He goes to stop crime.
He gets fucking
That dude
stabbed
is
in the neck.
slaughtered. He is slaughtered.
By just street thugs.
2 seconds. That guy
Coming
is
here
slaughtered.
tonight, there was a couch on your side on the sidewalk here, and there was a guy passed out in it with a bat laying next to him, a metal bat.
He destroys
a guy in a bat suit who can't turn his head.
2 seconds.
A guy jumps out, I'm Batman, and
Well,
the guy
yeah.
runs out his periphery. He goes to turn his whole body because he can't turn his head because of the stupid cow, and he gets hit in the face with a bat.
What?
But it could happen. Batman could happen. Those gadgets could be that all could like Superman's fake. That couldn't happen. But a Batman could happen.
But a billionaire,
Could get a bunch of gadgets and learn to be a ninja.
a trust fund kid, would grow up to not be a twat.
Right.
And,
Because he can party all day with hot chicks and then stay up all night long and fight crime and then do it all constantly over again the next day without his body breaking down and him going into
and
madness.
Of course, could happen. Oh man, there we go.
Sorry.
tried to avoid it.
We tried to avoid it. But we have backing by the creator himself.
By the guy who wrote what is
the guy who
arguably-
basically created The Dark Knight.
Yeah, he created the Dark Knight.
Character.
He's like, fuck that.
Was like, nah, I was wrong.
Kind of wish I
Sorry.
didn't do it. Kind of garbage. There it is.
He was the Rambo that created the Taliban in Rambo 3. And he's looking back with regret
he's
now.
Go kill Mexicans.
He's like, oh, I'm
Now
sorry.
he's gonna kill Mexicans. To
I'm
make
sorry I
money.
created the Taliban. I didn't mean to do that.
Now I'll go kill a bunch of Mexicans.
Now I got to
They're
kill these
coming for it.
Mexicans now.
Well, there we go. That was a good one. Another Ramble Radio in the books.
In the books.
Tune in next week, Tuesday, for another Ramble
Yes.
Radio. Even though it's
Radio.
And then Wednesday, another
The
Ramble
classic
podcast.
podcast,
The
Ramble Classic.
podcast, Ramble Classic. And then next Friday, another Ramble.
Another video.
Are we going to do a road trip soon? We
Hopefully.
don't know. Maybe. Possibly. No, I'm done putting this bad motherfucker together. Huh? Look
It's
at
on to
that.
the next.
On to the next
Got to find
one.
something else to build.
Got to find someone else to put together. And, man, am I happy that
You
got
to find a
this guy.
Danny. I got to find an
a
Emma.
Danny. I got to find 3 Dannys.
I got to find 2 Dannys. You got to
Yeah.
find 3 Dannys.
Are you really going to do that? You think you just put them all together? I might do that.
I might do that.
I mean, come on.
We have to do
Isn't
that.
that the point?
Right? That right, Marvel Legends guys?
Right, Marvel Legends?
That's the point. You have to buy 3 of these
Right,
of the exact
Hasbro?
same thing.
You know what you're
Right?
doing.
Or you could send us 2 free ones.
They said, well, for 2.
Well, you'll buy one. I bought one. And then we both get the extra free ones to build
We
the
need
other kit.
4 then.
4
I'll buy
free
one,
ones.
You buy one.
Well, I already bought
and
one.
then- right, I'll buy one.
So you buy one.
And then they give 2 to you and 2 to me.
Right.
So, we can
So
go
send us 4 free ones.
4.
Actually, give him the free one too.
Yeah,
Make it 5
come
free
on.
ones.
I gotta go break balls at Walgreens. I gotta ask some poor fucking guy who doesn't.
Because the
even wanna
people
be
at
there.
Walgreens don't want to go back in the
Are
stocking shelf.
Are all the figures out yet that you have?
They don't want to deal with that shit.
I instantly turn into that. I walk.
I'm trying to buy these.
Look-
when I don't see it, oh, is there any in the back maybe that you haven't
I,
out yet?
look, I know you guys like working with Walgreens, and they were at the Comic-Con, and you guys gave them props.
Lot of props.
But they don't like dealing with nerds coming in to buy toys. I just want you to
They
know
are just
that.
making sure.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't want anyone to buy, what is it, like fucking-
Methamphetamine making
Yeah,
material.
that's it. Yeah, what, Benadryl?
Benadryl.
What-
They're
what
trying to
is it?
stop people from making meth.
That's all they
We
give a
walk
fuck
in
about.
asking for, can you
It's
go back
no-
in the back and open a
nobody
box?
gets Benadryl. Nobody gets a Bic razor without a key. That's all they give a shit about.
That's all they care about. And there's a night guard there with a gun.
Yes, always.
And we walk in there going, you mind going in the back and
let me
opening
check
the
the back
box?
room
When
and
do you
see.
put out the new stuff?
Where's the new stuff?
They hate us.
They hate us.
So I'm just saying, maybe when it comes time to renegotiate with Walgreens, keep that in mind.
Yeah, or
They
just-
don't like dealing with
or-
people like us.
So send them like 8 million pieces. They, so they don't have to worry. They're just gonna be out there.
Instead of like the 2 that normally get in there.
The 1.5 that you have. That go to
Send like
Walgreens.
all of them.
Like 8 million copies of that toy. Who gets
Who
upset
gives
with
a
that?
nobody.
Nobody.
We won't.
I wouldn't.
So